Good morning. In this class, we see about mold. What is the properties of the mold sanding? Okay. The first of all, we have to see about refractoriness. Okay. The second property we have to learn about the permeability. Okay. So, what is the meaning of permeability? Okay. The first of all, the porosity is a properties of the sand allow the escape of any air or gas or moisture present that is generating the mold when it's a molten metal is poured into it. Okay. So the liquid metal only in cases of evaluation of the gas. So first of all, we have to melting the by using a furnace, we have to melting the metal, okay, and we have to process through the pouring cavity, okay, and to frame the model, okay. So here the liquid metal is mainly the processing of the gas during the reactions with the molding and sand integrations, okay. Then Yes, the cohesiveness. Okay, so what is the meaning of cohesiveness? The first of all, the cohesiveness is nothing but the one is the strength of the sand casting, and also the properties of the mold standing by the virtue of which stand grain particles they interact with the attracting each other within the mold standing. The molding the sand should be the capable of withstanding the compressive and erosive force the extracted by the liquid metal while filling the cavities. Okay, the low strength molding is a result in the defecting of the casting. So based upon the depends upon the grain size and sand particle shape, size, moisture content and density, strength and inversely affective the porosity. Okay. So the cohesiveness is main important the focusing of the first of all we have to find the strength of the stand and the lowest strength of the molding result in the defect casting. Okay. And also is based upon the your grain size and sand particle shapes and size and moisture density and strength is inversely affecting the porosity. So next one is called as a flowability. The flowability is nothing but this ability of the sand to get the compacted behavior of the fluids. It will be flow uniformly all the portions of the pattern when they rammed and distributed by the ramming presses and is evenly or around all the direction. In generally, the ability is increasing with the decreasing the green strength and increasing in your grain stress. Okay, and the flowability is also various with the moistures and the clay content. It is also called as a plasticity and fluidity. Okay, the last one is the additiveness. The adhesiveness. The adhesiveness is a property to get stick and adhesive adhere is a foreign material such as a sticking of the mold sand with the inner wall of the mold box, okay, which is a help to the retain the cavity and stay in a box, okay. So what is the meaning of collapsibility of what is the meaning of collapsibility is after solidification, the molten metal is a casting is required to remove from the mold. So if a mold sand is easily collapsible, the free contracted with the as well as easy removal casting is the possible. If the sand is not collapsible, it is a strongly adhered to the casting becomes the very hard separated by the after metal solidifications. Yes. So what is the meaning of core and core print? Okay. So the core is a metal or sand body which is set into the prepared of the mold before closing or pouring into it. So these are the using for the hole and projections and cavity in the casting. So the core is kept and sealed in the mold box prepared by the pattern. So the projection is made up of the mold box during the molding process. So these projections made on the mold box are known as a core printing. So now we have to discussing about what are the core types are there. Okay. So the first one we call it as horizontal core. Then second one is we call it as a vertical core and a balancing core and a drop core. Okay. So here the types of core is nothing but the horizontal core as per the name of the keeping the horizontal in the mold box. It is a position to along the parting line. It is a commonly using for the boundaries. Okay. So here let's see about the vertical core. The vertical core is the mold is impressed and the core is here is a vertical form. It is a place in the vertical in a mold box. It is occupying the core and cope and drag process. Okay. So the next Yes. The next type is balance core. Okay, what is the meaning of balance core? Is only is a blind hole or a hole which is open at the one side or producing by the balancing casting. Okay. So what is the purpose mean of balance core as? The only the one core of the print is to maintain the alignment of the core. The core print and portions of the core is outside of the mold cavity is kept slightly larger and heavier. Okay, so here I have to show the what is the balanced core is placed. Okay, for example, this is my mold cavity. This is the cope. There is a cope and drag. Okay, so here the cope we have to place in the mold, and inside the balanced core will be placed at the backside of the mold cavity, and also the balanced core is exactly placed at the parting line of the cope. Okay. Yes. The next one is yes. So it is used to producing the holes in the casting above or below the parting line. For example, here the mold cavity is look like a L shape. Okay, the parting line will be here. So here I am placing the mold in the below the parting line. Okay, so here drop the core here and the drag part only I have to place in the mold cavity. Okay, so here drop core is placed at the behind of the back. That is a L shape of the mold cavity. Yes. So these are the reference we have to take the for this notes. Thank you.